How's everybody doing? Okay. Again, it has been quite a transition what I have been going through. You know, but again, this is all part of the process of growing up. This is all part of the process of evolving. In human relationships, we evolve. People evolve. And sometimes people can evolve right out of each other or can become strengthened after they've been sufficient crisis that will allow that to kind of like crystallize. Couples become stronger when they go through shit. Either you as an individual or as a couple. A true test of whether a couple will survive infidelity, survive illness or crisis. Really, if we can survive these elements within the context of a interpersonal relationship, which occurs with boyfriends and girlfriends, it occurs if you are married or if you are engaged, or if you have a husband or wife. It's never meant to be peachy. Relationships, human relationships, marriage, even being engaged or going steady, the different forms that it takes really has a lot to do with more of the course or the journey rather than the end result. A true hallmark of a healthy relationship is one that goes through the hills of good and bad. There is no such thing as a relationship that is drama-free, trouble-free. Even with this kind of a combination that I'm about to describe. Okay. By the way, I'm using the iPhone that my brother Bruce got me, so hopefully you like it. Because some people don't like the webcam, and some people don't like my Android. Some people like my Android and not the webcam. Some people like the iPhone and not the Android or the webcam. So you guys let me know if the iPhone works for you, because a lot of you like me to use the phones rather than the webcam, because it moves too much, it pans too much, or whatever is the decision that's going on, So hopefully you'll like it. But today we are going to talk about compatibility of signs. Today we are going to talk about, I'm in a restaurant, by the way. The restaurant is called Mama Sushi. Let me just give you a little tour. It's one of my favorite restaurants. Okay, there's some people doing some hookah, I don't know. It's Dominican, Dominican, but the guy that owns it is actually Colombian, but it is a Latin place, and the food is very diverse, very pretty, no? This is the restaurant. It's Mama, okay. It's called Mama Sushi. It's one of my favorite restaurants, and the owner is a good friend of mine. He's awesome. So here we go. So I'm having a cocktail. And the name of the cocktail is called Black Magic. It's called Black Magic, and I never had it before. No, here it is. It has cognac, it has mint, it has all kinds of nice, some kind of cognac, Saint Germain, lemon juice. It has fresh blackberry and fresh mint. It is wicked good. You all know me and my cocktail. So today we are going to talk about compatibility of signs. Okay, we are talking today about Taurus and Cancer, a cardinal water sign and a fixed earth sign. Understand that in astrology, the moon is exalted in Taurus. So therefore, this combination should be a match made in heaven. But like I mentioned, every sign, whether compatible or incompatible, is always going to have a certain element of conflict and difficulty and meshment, you know? How do we connect this to nature? This combination to nature? Okay, I'm getting a call. Hello, yes. Yes, Fernandoprudhomme, how are you? Yes, what is the issue? Why am I on the phone? Why are you putting her on the phone for me? Oh, she did say that. Oh, okay, no problem. No verification required. I am so sorry about that. One second, please. Okay, I am so sorry about that. Even when I do videos, I get calls because I have a waiting list, and I get like 100 calls a day, and it's hard to accommodate everyone. That's why if you catch me and you need a reading or a consultation, you got to do it now, because if you're going to schedule it and you got me, you might not get me. I'm going to Africa. I'll be gone for months. So if you want a reading, get me now while I'm available. Okay. Compatibility of signs, Taurus and Cancer. Understand that Cancer is a cardinal water sign, right? And Taurus is a mutable earth sign. However, this combination is extremely harmonizing, extremely peaceful, extremely beautiful, very provincial, which is why I'm talking as I am, walking through the neighborhood. Taurus symbolizes stability, continuity. These trees have been here for thousands of years. The fact that there are buildings surrounding them doesn't take away from their authenticity, and also what they provide to the environment, cleaner and fresh air. It is a sense of continuity and sustainability. These buildings have been here since the 1930s. Yeah, since the 1930s. And yet here we have new restaurants being built underneath it. It's not the first restaurant. There's been several restaurants that have come and through. But it's interesting that the structure has always remained the same. Okay? Buildings and public structures and monumental structures fall under Taurus. Okay? It rules continuity, sustainability, permanence, and that, when you add it up, fosters security. So Taurus is very concerned with security. Okay, can I call you back? What's anything, an issue? What's going on? Hello? Hello? Done. Okay. I'm not going to answer the phone anymore. Again, if I go across the street, we call this here an island, right? There's the road, right? And then right in the middle of the road, there's like a piece where there are benches and people sit down. You got birds and pigeons. People sit, the young people, the old people. You got the ice cream truck that's always there. I've been living in this neighborhood for 10 years. And that ice cream truck is always there, So understand, and this is the earth. So understand that the neighborhood, communities, bodegas and local stores that have been here for 30, 40 years, that has not gone through the process of gentrification, all of this falls under Taurus, which establishes a sense of community and continuity. Saludo, how are you? You know, the church groups, right, in the corner, you know. So that should be, this is the type of psychology that we see expressed outwardly in our structures, right? Well, this same structure exists internally in the head of a Taurus man or a Taurus woman. Talk about food, talk about sexual delights, talk about permanence and continuity. All of that falls under Taurus. Taurus is a nurturer. They like to nurture. They like to provide. They like to protect. A very bad or evil vice of Taurus, however, is that of possession. Never mind the anger. Yeah, Taurus is known for their anger. It's not the anger that you got to worry about when we are talking about Taurus. You got to worry about his need to possess you. A man or a woman? A man or a woman? Wow, I drank coffee today. I didn't brush my teeth after the coffee. My teeth look yellow. You know me. I don't hide nothing. You know. But it's Sunday. It's my downtown day. But anyway, Taurus represents the principle of stability, continuity, and also spiritual transcendence, which occurs in the life of a Taurian when he's much older. Now let's go to Cancer. Cardinal water. Cardinality, you know, means active. Cancer, both the man and the woman psychologically are active. We see this reflected in nature with the tides of the moon. The moon pulls our oceans. The earth is 70% water. We, as human beings, are 70% water. So the pull of the moon in the ocean's waters also affects us as the moon pulls the fluids in our own bodies. So understand that there is a congruency and a harmony that exists between nature, which involves the earth, the moon, the sun, and all of the other planetary bodies that help create life as we know it here on this planet. All of this falls under Taurus and also under Cancer. We got the earth and we got the full moon or the new moon or the moon broken up in quarters and phases. All of that assists the earth in its growth and its evolution. This same concept in nature can be applied to a couple of Taurus and Cancer. The Cancer and the Taurian man will learn or will behave in a way that will evolve the relationship. They will work towards any goal, and usually the goal is security and finance. So when they get together and they focus on that security, everything else is gravy, and then Cancer and Taurus can play. No combination is more spiritually enmeshed and spiritually solvent and also economically stable and fulfilling than this combination of Taurus and Cancer. Now, how does this play when we're dealing with the context of interpersonal relationships? The day-to-day activities that go on. When you get out of the bed to go to work and get the kids out to school, to the point that you come back home and go back to bed. What happened during that intercourse of time? How does the Taurian man or woman get along with the Cancer man or woman? And what is it that draws them together? And what is it that sustains them? Because it's not so much about drawing them together. It's about what's going to keep you together. What's going to keep you together? That is the issue here. And the issue that will keep the Taurus man and the Taurus woman together, aside from being comfortable with each other, working towards a goal of financial security that will not only take care of the short-term arc, but it will take care of the long-term arc. Okay? Because things are great when things are moving and flying and going good, but then there's a time when shit ain't going right. Shit ain't going right. So then what do you do when shit ain't going right? Well, this is where the Taurus and the Cancers, they get together and they talk it. The real asset between a Taurus and a Cancer is the ability to communicate. Not just communicate mentally, but also communicate their feelings, their emotions. The Taurian man or woman is very sensitive and very patient and willing to meet you halfway. That's not so much the case, though, when it comes to other signs of the zodiac dealing with Cancer and Taurus. Cancer is so sensitive, that anything and everything can hurt her. Not to say that she doesn't have a tough outer skin. The Cancer man figures a little better in this situation, because the Cancer man is, like the Cancer woman, highly manipulative. And it's a cardinal sign, so they're going to get their way. They're going to get what they want, and they're going to be ruthless about it. The Cancer man can be ruthless, selfish, just, true of all other signs, because we all have a shadow side. But understand the Cancer man, because it's different with the Cancer woman. The Cancer man has a relentless, ruthless agenda to always secure a sense of security, even if it means breaking the backs of others. The Cancer man will hate to accept that. And many Cancer men don't like me when I say this, but it's the truth, and the truth can fucking hurt. Hey, if you think lies hurt, the truth hurts more than lies could ever hurt. That's why people lie, because the truth can be hurtful. And this is the truth concerning Cancer men, especially if you're dealing with young guys or the unevolved type. But when it comes to Taurus, believe it or not, there is a sense of congruency and harmony and respect. The Cancer man doesn't respect a lot of people, but he'll respect the Taurus woman because they have similar goals. They have similar goals and objectives, And if they are on the same page to achieving those goals and objectives, then this can be a fantastic hallmark of a combination. And for the most part, it usually is. Now, let's say that you have a situation where the Taurus man has a Cancer woman. Who's the boss in that situation? Who's the boss? Well, it will be the Cancer woman if she is stable. See, with the Cancer woman, it's a mixed bag. It depends on what kind of Cancer woman you get. She could be very secure and very confident, which is kind of rare because most Cancer women are not secure and confident, even though they put out a good exterior and they talk a good game. That's not usually the case in actual practice. Okay? So the Cancer woman, you're not going to get to fully know her initially or on the start. She's going to throw trinkets, and she's going to see how you handle those trinkets. And if she's satisfied, she'll open the floodgates a little more. With the Cancer woman, like the Gemini woman, you don't get to know these women right away. I don't care if you're a psychic or a medium or an astrologer. When it comes to the human female, all bets are off. They are a mystery unto themselves that even I cannot decode. And no, should I want to? I want to. So it really depends on the type of Cancer woman, If she's the weak type or the codependent type, then the Taurian man will be in charge. And he brings the money. He brings the money. And this is all that the Cancer woman wants and requires for her to feel comfortable and psychologically safe from within. Which is why she's so fussy and crabby and moody, you know. Anything can throw her off. And a lot of the things that can do that are issues surrounding security, permanence, longevity, and continuity. All these things fall under Cancer. So Taurus is the platform, and Cancer provides the essence of sustainability within that platform for things to sprout, like trees, flowers, you know, or a relationship that's a healthy one with a healthy dynamic. Okay? So understand that if he gets a woman that is very confident and very self-assured and is a go-getter, then that's the type of woman that will run the house and run him, and he'll let her. And then the Taurian man can lay down and relax and be like the cow and just be like the lion, lay in the pastures with the tails pushing away the mosquitoes and just laying there and relaxing. The Taurus man can do that if he has a strong Cancer female. Okay? Now, let's flip it. Now, if we're having a Taurus woman and a Cancer man, who is the boss? Who's the boss? Well, in this sense, it will be the Taurus woman. Because the Taurus, look, listen. No woman can hold it down like the Taurus woman or the Scorpio woman, the polar opposite. Okay? They'll hold it down. They don't even care if the Cancer man is weak or strong. They prefer a strong man, because Cancer woman or a Scorpio woman cannot tolerate weak men. They cannot tolerate weak men. No. But the Cancer woman will still settle for a weak man because she'll feel protected that he won't turn on her. The Scorpio woman could give a fuck. She is not going to tolerate no weak man. She wants a strong motherfucker capable of killing her, because she can really be capable of killing him too. That's the type of niggas the Scorpio women like. They don't want no wishy-washy, pushy. You know, they want a man that will challenge them and put them on their toes or put them on their feet. You know? Because that provides life and sustainability and joy de vivre, like they say, with these women. All right. I am still getting calls and issues. Okay, I don't want to do this. Can we talk about this? Again, this is just terrible how this is just occurs like that. Okay, so understand that these are the dynamics involved, okay? So, what do you do? What do you do? Again, how do you advise a relationship of this type? Oh, very easy. It really is really self-explanatory. The Cancer man is not going to get away with bullshit or bullshitting the Taurus woman. He might get away with it for a while, but once she catches on to what's going on, let me tell you, the Cancer man cannot do anything. He cannot do anything to escape or to get away from the fact that the Taurus woman will tear him a new one if he falls out of line. Okay? So understand that there's also a mutual level of sensitivity here. You know, both the Cancer man and the Cancer woman and the Taurus man and the Taurus woman are very sensitive people. And they know what hurts the other. So in that respect, they're not going to really go out and hurt each other like the War of the Roses. This is not that combination. That would not occur even if this was a wealthy couple. Because the truth of the matter is, the heart of the matter is, that this combination really seeks to build something. Build something over the long haul. And I do not find any other combination that is perfect for this purpose. And that ends part 1.